News. Today's news.
Building a wall.
It is a national security crisis.
Getting the house in order.
We need to get a speaker, and hopefully we'll get one by next week.
Picket line frustration.
We're taking care of lives. Healthcare workers should be valued.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. 26 federal laws are being waived in Texas to allow the Biden administration to do what was a cornerstone of the Trump presidency. Reporter Chris Fox tells us up to 20 miles of a southern border wall will be built in an area where there's been a sharp increase in the number of migrant crossings.
The Department of Homeland Security announcing this flip on border wall construction, specifically in Stark County, Texas, just west of McAllen. DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is saying there's an acute and immediate need to construct physical barriers in this sector that's seeing high illegal entry. The Biden administration paused border wall construction in 2021 after it revoked the disaster declaration.
Well, CBS's Chris Van Cleve has more on the effort by deputies who risked their lives to stop people smugglers.
5 pursuits in just a few hours in a single county with 83 miles of Mexican border and just 99 sworn deputies.
Approximately 70 miles.
Chases like this. The driver crashed and made a run for it as his car caught on fire.
I can't see the release. Hang on.
With a migrant in the trunk.
Get out, come on.
Deputies managed to get him out unhurt.
Smuggling and trafficking drugs, humans, it's every day.
County Sheriff Mark Daniels.
Every time I hear a deputy or an officer or an agent say, we're in pursuit, my citizens are placed in danger.
The sheriff says the vast majority of the more than 400 arrested are American citizens recruited by drug cartels using social media, promising would-be drivers thousands to race migrants away from the border.
Now to Washington, CBS's Nicole Killian has the latest on the political drama still unfolding after the historic ouster of the House Speaker.
Majority Leader Steve Scalise, who's undergoing cancer treatment, and House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan declared their candidacies.
This is really important that we get this right.
My politics are entirely consistent with where conservatives and Republicans are across the country.
Another potential contender, Oklahoma's Kevin Hurd.
Well, how do you unite the conference?
Well, you listen first, and you see what the issues are.
Some members want to kick Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz out of the GOP conference for leading the effort to force the former speaker out and fundraise off of it.
I think it's disgusting and some of the swampiest behavior you can have.
More information is emerging in the corruption case against New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez and his wife. CBS's Scott McFarland reports she was involved in an accident, cited in a police report that sparked the need for a car that was part of what federal agents seized.
That report has details of a 2018 accident in northern New Jersey that resulted in the death of a man who was hit by a car driven by Senator Menendez's then-girlfriend, and she was cleared of wrongdoing. She did need a new car, though, and the federal indictment suggests that's when Senator Menendez got involved. He allegedly agreed to apply pressure to suppress a local businessman's prosecution on an unrelated matter in exchange for a $60,000 Mercedes.
Correspondent Jolene Kent reports it's day 2 of a strike by tens of thousands of healthcare workers against Kaiser Permanente.
Some 75,000 healthcare workers are taking to the picket line.
Fighting for a fair contract.
Some have worked for Kaiser for more than 2 decades, like administrative coordinator Joanna Isaiah.
I'm hoping to get more workers to cover the staffing crisis. We have a lot of people who leave and they're like, why would I work here for the same pay that I can make at Burger King or Target?
Kaiser says it is committed to finding workable solutions to balance taking care of our employees and being affordable to our members.
Overseas, Ukrainian officials say Russian shelling in a village in the northeastern part of the country killed 48 people and injured 6 others. A shop and a cafe were hit. A 6-year-old boy is among the dead. Meantime, a U.S. official tells CBS News North Korea has begun sending artillery to Russia, while the Biden administration is shipping Ukraine ammunition that was taken from Iran. Here's CBS's Ramy Inocencio.
This is the culmination of that rare summit we saw just last month. Kim Jong-un reportedly had hoped to sell artillery shells and anti-tank missiles
Russian President Vladimir Putin implied they had talked about military cooperation, and now we know this is confirmed. With the U.S. transferring Iranian ammunition here to Ukraine, we know that cache involves more than 1 million rounds used to power machine guns and Kalashnikov rifles. We also know the U.S. Navy seized those rounds last December. Iran was transferring them by ship to Yemen, which violated a UN embargo.
It's 5 minutes after the